Okay, hi guys, and welcome to the show. Now, before we start, a quick hello from Hugo. Hello, chaps, the cantankerous beast of horology. Just have a look at some of these watches. Now, this Longines here reminds me, it has an uncanny resemblance to the Seagull. Was it the 1963? I think it was all 1964. Anyway, guys, correct me if I'm wrong. Beautiful chronograph, and there's a stunning Rolex. This is the reference 3330 from 1940. Absolutely gorgeous. Please, Rolex, please make some chronographs. Lovely Blancpain there, which actually I'll be covering something Blancpain related very soon. And of course, the Doctor, because we have, you can see there, pulsations scale running around. So that's the Rolex Cosmograph Doctor. I believe that's a reference 6239. Beautiful chronographs, and this is actually from a magazine my good friend Rainer from Germany. Sorry, it's very, very dirty. I do apologize. Sent me from Germany, so I think half the magazine's in German and the other half is in English. Very, very cool. So great magazine. Also, I just want to share with you this stunning. Why is it not playing? Come on. Look at this little Juge Lecoultre. Amazing. I've never seen this version before, so this is in Paris, I believe. Very cool way. Obviously, this is before sapphire glass and all the rest of it, so very unique way of protecting the watch. Very cool. So shout out to have a look at their Instagram. Incredible. Well, actually, let's have a look at it now. There's a wonderful Cartier, a hexagonal Cartier. Look at that. Now that is class. That is pure class. Look at that. Oh. Anyway, guys. Oh, and as we're talking France, lovely Chateau pops up. And also French related. I think that's the Battle of Trafalgar. Anyway, let's roll the intro and get on with the show. Hi guys, and welcome to the show. In a little bit I'm going to be discussing why I don't care about the fact that I damaged and dinged up my darling little Explorer. But before that, I'm going to do an unboxing. Oh, and I haven't even done wristwatch yet. I'm wearing the Rattrapante, or Rattrapante if you want to say it the correct French way. My little Dubé and Chaldenbrand. I'm wearing this a lot at home. Actually, I did wear it to a restaurant the other day for something work related, but I really like the fact that nobody knows what it is. I'm starting to appreciate more obscure brands. The complication is always something nice. It's a great conversation piece to start the chronograph and then show them the split time function of the Rattrapante complication. I'm still enamored with this. I think it's a 37mm. I have reviewed it, have a look back, from a forgotten part of horological history. With my Navi and with this and my GMT and my Subby and my Squale and countless Seikos, I'm very happy. I'm not rushing out to buy anything. Although hypocritically, I've just bought another Casio, but this actually really was a bargain. And it's a sweet spot in the market right now. The way Casio and the ProTrek line are going, some of their older ProTreks, and I say older, the one I bought today came out last year. It was a 2016 release. It's not that old. They're going for an absolute bargain. So anyway, without further ado, let's change perspectives and get into it. So I had no intention of buying this, totally an impulse buy, but due to the current situation with Casio, these, well, I hope it is what it is supposed to be inside this box. But yeah, they're an absolute bargain. Now, today's unboxing, I'm using old Leaky. Leaky is back. I must confess, I have been using my Sage 1, that dear old Epic Snuggle Bunny had given me. It's just such a fantastic knife. But old Leaky is still my favorite. I just love the compactness, the tactical look. It's just a wonderful, small, very nifty knife to have. Anyway, this is not a it's turning into a knife review. Make an incision and get into this unboxing. So yes, it is a ProTrek. This year, 2017, Casio moved into the smartwatch market with the ProTrek line and released a smartwatch version of the ProTrek. So, you know, you get your standard ABC features, altimeter, barometer, compass, but with a full color display for maps, GPS, apps. You can even read text messages, the full works. Now, those are around about $500. They're very big, very bulky. Guys, I've done several videos on my thoughts on smartwatches. I've even reviewed one from Garmin, which wasn't too bad, but it's still early days. Now, the effect of that release has made all the previous ProTreks absolutely dirt cheap, and this, providing they've sent me the right one, this is actually a 2016 release from last year. I've already actually reviewed this watch. I've owned it before. I had the Japanese domestic version, which was in stainless steel. Have a look back. I'm not going to bother to review this. Well, I might review this, who knows. And yes, we get that lovely wooden box. Drum roll, please. I think this slides up. Oh yes, and there it is. So yes, I have owned this before. Oh, but this is a new version. This was I think for the American market. Let's just, oh, it's got a bit stuck there, sorry. Let's just get that out. Oh, nearly dropped it. Oh wow, look at that. So this is the PRW3100Y-1B. I had the 3000-1A. My god, I can't believe it. This was so underpriced, and they're going on Amazon and on eBay. It's purely aesthetic differences. They've got rid of the white text on the bezel. Now it's got this lovely brushed, I believe, is it aluminium or tungsten? I can't remember, but maybe they'll say. So inside we have the module 3444, which of course has the 3rd generation ABC. We get the light there. Oh, look at that. So we got compass there. It's a bit difficult. There we go. You can see that the compass moves around. The advantage with the 3rd generation is the sensors are really, really accurate. We got the barometer. So right now it's the air pressure's falling, and of course altimeter. Let's go back to the time. There we go. I do have to set it. So the 3rd generation. Now I've owned Sunto cores. I've owned various versions of generations of the ProTrek. This, in my opinion, is probably their best one, and maybe their last. Will they come out with a generation 4? Will it all be smartwatches from now on? Who knows? One thing is for certain is that this, I mean, yeah, it's dated technology now, but the 3rd generation of their sensors are really, really great. They're very responsive, very accurate, very quick, and also not that big. Something I didn't really like about some of the previous ProTreks was they were huge. Wow, I love this tactical aesthetic. Really, really cool. It's just got this, I love that brushed bezel. Oof, gorgeous. Really like that. If you remember, guys, I had the stainless steel. Or was it titanium? I can't remember. Let's just pop it on the wrist. Look at that. So it's not that big. It's very light, very comfortable. I think it's about 42mm. Much more legible than the previous version. I really like the entire blacked out screen display. Sorry, this is a much more complete look, and you can see why. I mean, I bought it for $150 on eBay, and they're going on Amazon. I just couldn't believe it. I had no intention. You guys know I've been lusting after the Frogman, but those are big beasts of watches, and gorgeous as they are. Just not practical. Do I need this watch? Absolutely not. Do I love it? Yes, it's fun. I think for $150 it's an incredible ABC watch. The way Casio Pro Treks are going, they're a bargain now. Absolute bargain. I mean, $150 for a full ABC third generation. It cannot be beat. And of course, you can just see there the solar panels. So it is, I think it is tough solar. It is tough solar, I should say. Usually they say it's, hold on, let's have a look. So we've got wave scepter, tough solar, everything, absolutely everything. World time, low temperature resistance, everything. Absolutely everything you could possibly want. Yeah, chuffed to bits. Absolutely chuffed to bits. What's the water resistance? 100 meters. Yeah, this is. I mean, this and an Explorer is basically your entire watch collection. Obviously, it has stopwatch, all the rest of it. Anyway, totally over the moon with that. Let's take it back to the studio. So, what happened to my Rolex Explorer? Well, 2 weeks ago, I had a weekend away with my wife. We went to the beach. Then we came back, we saw some friends in Central Park, just being outdoors, enjoying the beautiful weather. And I was wearing the Rolex Explorer the entire time. I did take with me my G-Shock, where is it? This one, my little military G-Shock. These two together, it's just an unbeatable combination. I use this every day for my workout, and then for every day, and especially if you do a Schwarzkopf, you have everything you could possibly need, you know? During this weekend, at some point, I bashed the side of the watch. It's really interesting because the old me would have been really upset. I used to absolutely baby my watches, especially my higher end pieces. Well, this is not really that high end. My Datejust, because for a long time before the channel, I was a 3-4 watch kind of a guy. I'd have a Rolex for smart, an Omega for every day, Seikos and Casios as beaters. And for many years, if you've watched my watch biography, you will know I was very content. We won't get into the history, that's what that video was all about. But I caught the watch bug bad, to say the least. I don't care. I'm over it. I've got to another level. And a lot of people, and I see this on Instagram and on Facebook, they share their pictures of, you know, they've scratched their new watch and they're all upset. And I used to be that way. And they say they're very OCD about their watches. And actually, that's a phrase that gets bandied about a lot. I have a family member that has OCD, and it's a real affliction. It's a real struggle. The way they live their life, it's something they have to deal with. So you don't have OCD. Well, some of you do, but you don't really have OCD. I mean, you're just fussy like I used to be. I'm absolutely fine because it gives it character. It defines it as mine. There are 1,000,001 Explorers. This, I know when I look at it, I know that little mark, it's a reminder of that weekend. I know it's a strange way of thinking about it. Guys, if we can take something away from this, and I urge you to start thinking the same way, watches are supposed to be worn. They're supposed to get dinged up. And actually, that's what I love about vintage pieces. It tells a story. The scratches, we age, I mean, I'm covered in scars. From my appendix scar, I've got about 14, 15 other scars from 4 lung collapses, 2 operations on each lung. You know, I'm covered in scars. Does my wife love me any less? No. I used to be very embarrassed about it, especially if you go to the beach. It looks like I was it looks like I was shivved and shanked in a prison brawl, you know. But actually it's a good thing because no one will steal my watch out of my my sneakers or my what do I wear to the beach? I wear espadrilles, which are fantastic, especially in 92-degree New York weather. Also, I used to be a massive biking enthusiast, so I had many accidents. I got a huge scar up here. I've got scars all over my arm here. You see scar, you know, I'm covered in scars. But it's a reminder of a life lived. Every scar, I have scars from Barcelona. I have scars from living in England. I have scars from here. It defines me. The watch has to be the same way. It gives it character. Embrace the scratches. Embrace the dents and the dings. If you look at Fleming's pictures of Fleming's Explorer or even Paul Newman's Daytonas, they were worn in. When you hand it down to the next generation, it's proof that it's been worn. It's not like I had I'll share an image of it. The last Datejust I owned, so I've owned 3, was this 116200. And I babied it. It was the only Datejust I bought from new, to such an extent I never wore it, just sat in a safe. What a waste of a watch. You know, and I did sell it. I sold it to buy something. What did I sell it? I bought the Navitimer with the funds, which was over a year ago now. God, it's been over a year. And I wear that watch and I scratch that watch and I enjoy it in a way I never did with the Datejust. The Datejust was just, don't get me wrong, I love that Datejust and I miss it immensely, but I don't wear it. What's the point of owning these things if you're going to baby it? They're supposed to be worn. When I hand my watches down to the next generation, they're going to see those scratches and they're going to be reminded that I enjoyed the watch. That's the whole point of them, right? So guys, embrace the scratches. Don't worry about the dings. They are part of living. They are part of life. You know, in the same way, I'm now proud of my scratches. And actually, when I see people without a mark on them, I'm wondering, my God, they've either been very, very sheltered, very, very lucky, or they haven't really lived. Obviously, if you crack a crystal or something really bad happens, like you bend the... I had a Citizen where I bent the crown. If it endangers the water resistance or the actual performance or something, then of course fix it, of course. Having said that, I am babying the Dubé and Sheldon brand, but the Dubé and Sheldon brand, it's a very special watch, and it's very, with this complication, it's very susceptible to being damaged. It's quite a complex watch, and I don't want to risk banging it up. But the Explorer, this is supposed to be worn. I mean, the name, it's in the name, Explorer, right? You're supposed to explore. Obviously, there are exceptions to this. With dress watches, you want it to be a little bit more polished and looked after. So for those, have a look back at my video where actually it was my Henry, the day date. I polished it using Cape Cod. Really came out nice. Sometimes you do want it to get back some of that original luster and mintiness. There we go, there's a new word. Mintiness. I like that. Anyway guys, enjoy your watches. Life is too short. That's what it's all about at the end of the day. Let me know your thoughts, queries, comments, opinions, all the rest of it down below. Thank you very, very much for watching. Please don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it and found it useful. And as always guys, I will catch you in the next one. Okay, ciao.